What's going on YouTube? It's Pelfrey, and I want to do a quick video on just a couple different things. Number one, if you're not on Instagram, you should be, and you should also be following my Instagram page at Pelfrey's Reef, all one word. The reason why I bring this up is there's a lot of reef tank only Instagram pages, and sometimes they run contests that are only on Instagram. For instance, Octo Aquatics, which is who made the little filter tray that I have that YouTube probably doesn't know about, but Instagram for sure knows about. And they make a dual heater mount. And I mean, he makes all kinds of stuff. He'll make you custom stuff. He's a fantastic acrylic fabricator. His name's Matt. He is a Reef to Reef sponsor, so you know there's I mean, the acrylic work is second to none. The way that he cases the magnets, they won't leak. You don't have to worry about buying a product and putting it submerged in salt water and hoping that it doesn't leak into your saltwater tank. But he, Matt, with Octo Aquatics, is running a contest right now. And whoever wins is going to get $100 credit towards any product he makes, or anything you can dream of. He makes DIY, the custom dosing containers or holder for the Voss water bottles. And you know, truth be told, you see all the lids for the tanks made with acrylic or polycarbonate, whatever they're made with. That's where they came from, folks. Octo Aquatics. So get on Instagram, sign up for his contest. The second thing is there is a guy by the name of Tim with Tim's Tanks, and I'm going to leave a link to Octo Aquatics and Tim's Tanks down below. But I was introduced to Tim through 915 Mang, and you probably know who 915 Mang is at this point. He's got a beautiful 150-gallon display. He's got tanks for days. He loves coral frags. You know, he's got the Reef Breeders Photon lights. So 915 Mang did a video, a couple videos of Tim's tank at one point, and I believe Tim had like a 125-gallon and a 90 cube. And if my recollection is correct, that 90 cube exploded at one point, and 915 Mang went over and helped him kind of assess and fix the situation. But anyway, I'm going to leave a link to Tim's tanks, or tank, I can't remember what it is, in the description below. He's got like 120 subscribers, but he's got a 100-gallon SCA tank that it's awesome. And he's been in the reefing game for a long time, so he knows what he's talking about. But he's running a 100 subscriber contest, and all you got to do is leave a comment in that particular video, and he's going to give away 2 prizes. One of them is a seaweed pellet, and then the second one is it's a powder. Can't think of the name of it right now, but anyway, he's going to give away 2 prizes, and this is 2 items that you could win, you know, by just leaving a comment on his videos. And quite honestly, he needs more subscribers than he's got, and maybe we can get him some more subscribers and convince him to do more updates. Now, he did an update last weekend, and he actually did one now this weekend, so he's definitely staying up on the updates. But check out Octo Aquatics. This is by no means a sponsored video. I bought all my Octo Aquatics gear and Tim's tanks just because I really like Tim's videos and the way that he gives us the information. I mean, he's just doing what he does and you know what works for him, and he's just sharing that information. And by all means, I am always listening to those that are sharing information with us. So you can probably tell that the Red Sea Reefer 250 has been re-aquascaped. This piece here was in the middle, and then we had 2 pedestal rocks on the side of it. I took one of the pedestals out, and that scolemia in the middle is looking awful juicy. But this is just a random video. I am still running the 2 MP10s and the 2 Tunze 6040s on the tank, but everything is doing well in the tank. I actually got a message on Reef to Reef from Scurvy asking what my water parameters were. Just because I've switched to the Fritz salt, and I did a 30-gallon water change 2 weekends in a row, so that's 60 gallons, and then I did a 10-gallon water change, so that's 70 gallons, which is pretty much, it's between 100 and 115% of the tank water volume. When I do a 30-gallon water change in the tank, it is definitely over half of the display. But the reason that I did the water change is because I am running RoaPhos in the tank, and my phosphates were not budging. So the last time I did a phosphate test, it blinked at like 200, which was basically the maximum of the Hannah phosphorus checker. So anyway, Scurvy on Reef to Reef asked, what are my current phosphates? And I said, that's a good question because I haven't checked them. So I checked my alkalinity. The alkalinity was at 9.9, which is elevated for what I'm used to, but the Red Sea Blue Bucket does run a little lower, and since I did a couple large water changes, I can expect that elevation to be there, 9.9, whatever. I don't have any real picky corals in the tank, so the alkalinity at this point doesn't really matter to me. The nitrates were at 4 with the Red Sea low range test kit, and then I did the Hannah phosphorus checker, which came back at 188, which is I think 0.58, which is still large. I changed out the water, 115% of the water. I'm using new salt. I changed out all of the filters in the RODI unit, so they're all changed out and swapped out. Even the membrane in the RODI unit. So where are the phosphates coming from? I have no clue. Why can't I get rid of them? I have no clue. I posted a little screenshot of the current phosphate situation, and cannot remember the username at this moment, but it was said to me that I need to get rid of this tank because it's cursed, and I don't agree or disagree with that statement because there's definitely something going on. But anyways, I don't have anything in the tank that's going to be really that mad at the phosphates at that level, and I have the soft or easy corals to go with, and I've not lost any fish. I mean, I did lose some fish or the coal eye tank while I was on vacation, but besides that, I've not lost any fish. And actually, that pintail wrasse that's over there in the right-hand corner has grown quite a bit since I've got them, and I'm grateful to see that. So I do love the new Rockscape. If you are following me on Instagram, then you probably know that I've asked some opinions on what I should replace this current tank with. I'm looking for an all-in-one, and I've looked at the I Am Lagoon 25s, and I've also looked at the Waterbox 30-gallon all-in-one. I'm not really sure what's going to happen at this point, but the reasoning behind this is I can offload the majority of the equipment that I have and go with an all-in-one tank. Save some money. I could actually put that money towards our vacation in October, and instead of me just enjoying the reef tank, that can be a whole family adventure. Or I could get a standard 20-gallon, 10-gallon tank, maybe a 40 breeder, and go in that direction. Now, if I got a 40 breeder, I would probably actually drill the tank and keep my current Crystal Reef Aquatics sump for that tank. Now, I would probably go with some cheaper equipment just to save and cut costs there, but I'm not really sure what's going to happen with that yet. It's a thought and process, and this is definitely the biggest tank that I would ever like to have. It's a 3-foot tank, and 40 breeders, 3-foot tank. 40 breeders basically the same dimensions. We got 36 inches by 18 inches front to back. I think this tank's 20 inches, something like that, but it's a little bit shorter. But yeah, I'm not really sure which direction we're going to lead in on that front, but it is definitely something that's captured my mind now. I would kind of like to have a smaller tank, I Am Lagoon 25 or the Waterbox 30-gallon. I could keep one Radion versus running 2 of them, and that's a pretty significant cost savings right there. But leave your comments in the section below on if I went with an all-in-one tank, what would you go with that would allow me to run one Radeon XR15 and one MP10. I would probably keep one MP10 and that'd be it. But appreciate you following along. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off here. It's been 10 minutes now, me rambling along. Check out Octo Aquatics. Check out Tim's tanks. And we'll catch you on the next one. Follow me on Instagram at Pelfrey's Reef. Check out the website at pelfrey.net. Keep on reefing, folks, because I'm addicted to it.